In this training session, we are going to explain our business model. We call it reverse sourcing wholesale. This system has been the foundation of our success. To help, we've created a simple PDF that outlines all the steps we're about to teach you. You'll see the download link below this video. In a nutshell, we identify successful branded products that are selling really well on Amazon. Then, we contact the brand owner of that product directly, sometimes called the manufacturer, to set up a wholesale account so we can buy those products direct in bulk quantities to get the best possible price. We then resell those products on Amazon.com at a profit. If it sounds simple, well, that's because it is. We aren't creating our own products or introducing new products to the marketplace. We are not creating new listings for products. We find branded products that already sell hundreds or thousands of times each month on Amazon, and then we get permission from the owner of that brand to sell their product on Amazon on the existing listings. I'm sure this sounds completely logical and reasonable to you. Want to know the crazy part? We call this reverse sourcing wholesale because it is actually the complete opposite of the conventional wisdom in the industry for wholesale. The conventional wisdom for wholesale is not to find a successful product first and then purchase it brand owner direct. Instead, it is to find a wholesaler or distributor who effectively acts as a middleman and then marks up the prices and then go through their giant inventories of products to find the very few ones you can sell for little to no profit. And that just didn't work for us. So we have cut out the middleman. That way you get the products you actually want at the best possible price. And when you get the best pricing, it makes it nearly impossible for anyone to compete with you. You just dominate your competition. And because you have this wholesale account that you've set up with the brand, you just buy from them again and again and again. Now it becomes a passive stream of consistent, predictable income, and you just keep growing your portfolio of brands and products that you sell. But that isn't the only benefit to this model. When you are working with brand owners directly, you are forging real business relationships, which open up new doors and opportunities for you. For example, we have signed Amazon exclusivity deals with several companies, meaning we are the only authorized sellers for those brands on Amazon, and we get 100% of the sales. We're talking about products that sell hundreds or even thousands of times each month, and we get all that profit. With other products, we are getting such a deep discount that we have virtual exclusives. This means our cost per unit is so low that it is nearly impossible for anyone to compete with us on Amazon. And the list of benefits goes on and on. You see, all these benefits are a direct result of working with the brand owner. You don't usually receive benefits like those when you work with wholesalers or distributors. We have learned how to appeal to brand owners, which will result in additional advantages no matter what level of seller you are. So to summarize, you work directly with brands to become an approved retailer of their products on Amazon. And by going directly to the brand owner, you get to buy their products at direct prices. Another major benefit to buying brand owner direct is that it's harder to get approved by brand owners than it is by distributors and wholesalers. Wait, so that might sound funny to you. Being harder to get approved is a benefit? Well, actually, yeah, it is. The harder it is to get approved, the fewer sellers that have access to manufacturer direct pricing. This means reverse sourcing wholesale helps to naturally insulate you from competition. The only catch is that you have to be good at getting approved. And after years of practice, we have mastered the skills necessary to make brands want to work with us. Skills that we have taught to many people and that we will cover more in depth throughout this workshop. So let's take a look at the full reverse sourcing wholesale model that we've broken down into a simple 3-step process. The steps are 1, scouting, 2, sourcing, and 3, selling.
The first step in the process is to find awesome products you want to sell. As we mentioned earlier, we search Amazon to find those products. I'm sure you are asking yourself one of 2 questions right now. 1, what kind of products should I sell? 2, how do I determine if a product is profitable? The answer to each one of those questions is one and the same, and it is, our formula will tell you. It really is that simple. You see, we developed a formula that will tell you if a product is worth selling. Our formula estimates what quantity of a product you will be able to sell each month and how much money you can expect to make. You'll know exactly which products to carry, and you'll have an estimate of how profitable they'll be.
Next, you have to source your product. That means finding the brand owner, contacting them to set up a wholesale account, and becoming approved to sell their products. Easy, right? The process of finding the brand owner really is simple. When we find an awesome product, the company name will be right there on the label or located on the Amazon page. We simply use the power of Google to find that company's website and reach out to them. But here's the thing. When you contact a company, it isn't as easy as just picking up the phone and asking to set up a wholesale account with them. Well, sometimes it is, but most often, these companies are going to need some convincing in order to make you an approved seller of their products on Amazon. Their brand is their entire life's work. It's their baby, and they don't entrust it to just anyone. They're looking for certain qualities and characteristics in their online sellers. This part of the process is what we call the great filter. That's because it's where the majority of people fail with this business model. They never figure out how to break through and get approved to sell these amazing products. Luckily, we have cracked the code. There are two primary characteristics brand owners are looking for. They want sellers who, 1, appear professional and trustworthy, and 2, sellers who add value to their products and brand. Let's analyze these a little deeper. How do you appear more professional and trustworthy? Well, for one, you have to remember that this will be a business-to-business relationship. So you want to appear and present yourself as an actual business. Don't send emails using a Gmail address. Stuff like that. Having a professional business website that represents your company is a great way to help you appear more legitimate. That builds trust. When it comes to adding value to their products and brand, it's really pretty simple. They want sellers that will contribute to the growth of their brand. They don't want a leech that's going to sell their product and do nothing more. You wouldn't either, right? So you've got to add value by doing things like improving the product page on Amazon, running pay-per-click advertising, and countless other ways. Some of these may seem daunting, but trust me, they really aren't. We learned how to do them on our own and have since taught hundreds of the Wholesale Formula students how to do them as well. So don't worry, we'll walk you through every step. To add value to a brand, you simply have to ask yourself this question. What is one thing I can do that will increase the sales, perception, or exposure of this product or brand? The answer to that question is how you add value, and it is how you'll convince a company to approve you as a seller. Once you've mastered this, it's like having a license to print money. And who doesn't want that? That brings us to our third and final step, selling.
Once you've found awesome products and you're approved to sell them, the next step is, to sell the products on Amazon. You're probably thinking, what about processing the orders, the packing, the labeling, the shipping, or what about the customer service? I don't want to do any of that. That sounds like a ton of work, and you're right, it is. We don't do any of it. That's the best part. Between Amazon and an independent prep company, this can all be done for you. You can operate this business without ever having to see or touch the products you sell. How awesome is that? They take care of everything. All you have to do is order more inventory when it gets low. You have the luxury of earning a steady income stream without ever having to answer to anyone in the process. With just a laptop, you can literally run this business from anywhere in the world, even from a Starbucks. How would you like running your entire business from a coffee shop or even from your couch? So what do you do next besides make money while you sleep? Well, anything you want. You've built a successful business from the ground up and you've secured your own financial freedom. Think about that. What would you do? We kept adding more products to our portfolio and grew our operation into the multi-million-dollar business it is today. Our financial freedom has allowed us to spend more time with our families, be our own bosses, and travel the world. You really can build this business as big as you want.